You know, the British music industry has a proud tradition of, being fucked with and persecuted by the establishment. It goes back decades and decades. You can think of all types of genres and movements that have come out that have just been completely hated by the establishment. The establishment, the fucking establishment. And so the UK drill scene has the unfortunate privilege of sort of inheriting the old persecutions of like garage scene, really. You know, garage, like UK garage has just morphed so many times, like so many different takes on it, types of garage, subgenres. You know, it's like, it used to be like every year there'd be a new one, and we sort of just stuck with grime, and now grime's like totally morphed into its own thing. But like, a lot of the times it seemed that they would change the names of the music just so they wouldn't get events shut down. I mean, look at So Solid Crew. One incident at the Astoria. Was it Astoria? Yeah, I'm pretty sure it was Astoria. They did one concert, shooting, banned from touring. Like, just banned from touring. Like, pretty amazing. One incident can just make that happen. That's always been the case, you know. Like two-step raves, UK garage, grime raves, all of them being shut down consistently all the time. And it's got to a stage of like, what to do next. And drill music has been, I mean, the police have gone so far as to drive it off YouTube. Like, not altogether, but, you know, a while ago I seen interesting articles, you know, talk about how a lot of drill artists are uploading to Pornhub. The only home they could find was Pornhub. amongst dick and vagina, you might find some tunes you like. It's bizarre. It's bizarre, man. And that's kind of shit as well, especially now they're bringing out, you know, the porn block thing where you got to get a little ID card to access porn. Probably a lot of drill fans are like under the age to do that. Kind of really fucking them in the ass. The fact that the police would go out of their way to go to YouTube and say, oh, hey, get rid of this stuff, it incites gang violence. It's like, look, stuff comes from an environment, and there's elements of things in that environment. It doesn't necessarily mean one like perpetuates the other. Like, that's an argument as old as time. You know, they try to do it to all kinds of music, not just black music, all types of music genres. Always fucking with them. So this says, drill music, adapting and evolving. I wonder how. In January, 2 21-year-olds pleaded guilty to breaching a gang injunction order after a video of them performing a song which police say incites violence was posted to social media. It's bizarre how it can be in, this far into the 21st century, and we still have the police clamping down on music because it incites something, you know. Back in the 90s, they would have said Marilyn Manson incites people to be Satanists and to burn churches and shit, you know what I'm saying? And I used to say, like, try to ban the Beastie Boys, for fuck's sake, in the 80s. How is this still going on? I have no idea how we just haven't progressed at all. This might be the kind of story you're used to hearing about drill music, if you're not a fan of it. Drill has been linked to gangs, violence and murder over the past few years. But Skengdo and AM, the rappers mentioned above, who received suspended prison sentences in January, say it's an art form like any other, and they're just reflecting life as they see it around them, as music usually is. We don't always talk about violence. We talk about solutions. We talk about economic problems. We talk about the repercussions of violence. We cover a whole load of different ways to understand what's going on. AM tells BBC One Extra's Twin B. When they want to talk about drill, it's always negativity. I don't want to be seen in that light 24/7, Skendo says. The Metropolitan Police says it's been monitoring videos that incite violence since 2015 and has had 90 drill music videos removed from YouTube as of November last year. Fucking these motherfuckers. That's sad, isn't it? That makes me sad. Like, doing something positive, and then the police just decide, because they don't understand it, to get it removed. Like, when are the police going to adapt with the times? I don't know. Is that ever going to happen? Probably not. Music role models and social media have a hugely powerful and positive impact, but when used in the wrong way, the consequences can quite literally be deadly. Detective Superintendent Mike West tells Radio 1 Newsbeat. Early on, the music was almost always about sending shots at rival gangs. I can see where the problem is, like sending shots at rival gangs. That's what, like, Chicago drill music was a hell of a lot of shit going on in that. That was similar, but it was about the local politics of young people, youth worker and writer Kieran Thapper says. Gang-related threats in music videos are still common. Attempted 1.0, the AM song Police Decided breached a gang injunction, referenced the real-life violence that was taking place between different gangs. When Skengdo and AM were sentenced, police said violence in drill music can, and did in this case, amount to gang-related violence. While Kieran believes that threats are still happening in drill, he says the genre has adapted and evolved in response to pushback from police over the past few years. And that's a good thing. It's meant that it's had to think more carefully as a genre, and the people making it have had to think more carefully about all the different pressures going on and what you can and can't say and what's sensitive and not sensitive, he says. It also seems like there's a lot more drill artists painting pictures in their music about street life they don't really live. Oh, what, rappers? Rappers making boasts that are untrue? I've never heard of such a thing. Social media and just general youth culture is going in a direction of you can create these alternative versions of yourself online. There's nothing new in that. It's like that before online. A lot of the time they are not talking authentically about what they're doing. They just create a character out of themselves. God, you really don't understand how entertainment works, do you? It's like, David Bowie wasn't real. Ziggy Stardust wasn't real and he wasn't from Mars. Come on, bro. Grow up. The trend of music in general and hip-hop has been in that direction, and drill is just reflecting that. Yeah. AM adds that if everyone was being truthful in the music, then everyone would be in jail. You should have said that, son. Fair play for saying it. The Brixton rapper says that the phase of drill artists sending threats to enemies in music videos is mostly long gone. Nowadays it's just people coming up and talking about what's been happening and what's done happened and trying to move forward from that. Among the genre's biggest artists and groups, that stands true. Drill started in Chicago in the early 2010s, but in recent years UK artists have made it their own, rapping, sing dark content, but at a quicker tempo. The drill track's 1800 by Heady One, featuring Dave, and Russ's Gun Lean. Gun Lean. Don't shoot a gun when you're on lean. Have both got into the official chart top 10 this year, showing that the genre is beginning to achieve mainstream success. And fair play to it. Now look, young people involved in gang life, doing tunes and, popping shots at rival gang members. Yeah, that shit's gonna happen. What are you gonna do about it? Like, I think the whole thing of stuff online sort of incites more violence. I don't know. If the violence, like, before all this shit, the violence was there. Like, the murder rate was so high in, like, the early 2000s, way higher than it is now. And, they tried to blame it on music then. And now you're saying, like, the internet, music on the internet? Oh, come on, man. Come on. Sure, it has an effect, but to go to that sort of length, to have these gang injunctions and taking videos down and shit. Bro, you need to chill the fuck out. And you gotta look at America, right? And the sort of freedom of expression that they have in America. I mean, so many open and proud gang members have huge careers in America. Look at recent, just in recent times, like YG, so proudly blood, they wanted to fucking remove the C, remove the letter C from every lyric. Do you know what I'm saying? So many, and to think, you think like someone like Snoop Dogg would have had the monumental career that he's had as a proud Crip. You think that shit would fly in the UK? I mean, obviously like he came into controversies and there's a whole 90s uproar against gangster rap, but like it's not the same level it would be in the UK. Like none of those artists would have flourished in the UK. Some people might say it's racism. No, it's deeper than that. It's just about you're not allowed to. There's a hell of a lot of shit you're not allowed to say openly in the UK. It's about time we came to realise that it's not quite free and open as we sort of like it to be or imagined it was. That's a fact, man. This is further proof. That's it. Police say you are this, and they'll fucking shut you down, and they've been given the power to do so. Don't encourage it to happen anymore. Have a little think about that. Anyway, peace out.